The only thing that stops you from getting what you want in life is the bullshit story you tell yourself.
The number one thing that's going to change your life, the only thing that will change your life, change your business, change your money, change your relationship, is you must raise your standard.
And you have this perfect strategy, the straight line to get there. It's a perfect strategy. It's going to get you there every single time.
Getting things is not going to make you happy. That's good news in a tough economy. It's a good reminder. You know, it doesn't matter what you get. Doesn't matter whether it be money or opportunity. All those things might excite you for the moment. You know, even a relationship, as magnificent it may be, might be exciting for a while. But if you don't keep growing, that relationship isn't going to stay exciting. So the secret to real happiness is progress. Progress equals happiness. And if we can make progress on a regular basis, we feel alive. And that's why at the beginning of the year, we get this thing like, okay, I can have this fresh start. I could really do what my soul desires. I could expand. I could grow. I could improve. I could change. Or maybe better than change, I could progress.
You know what you know what you don't know, but you've got to know your business better than anybody.
It's amazing what happens when it's a must to do something versus a should. That's what makes human beings succeed.
But if you don't know your starting point, if you're not getting honest with where you actually are, it doesn't matter how powerful the strategy is, and it doesn't matter how powerful your goal is. I'm going to ask you to set a goal today.
So if you want to make real progress, then you really got to look at your life in a different way. You got to say, I got to take control of this process and not just hope it's going to work out like people do who make a resolution.
What stops you back is the story, because the story stops you from getting honest. And if you can't get honest with yourself, there's no way you can go. There's three things that you need to know: where you are, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. Those are the three things you must have to take advantage of any opportunity.
You have to own your own happiness. Take it away from other people demanding that they make you happy. Your kids are not going to make you happy. Your spouse is not going to make you happy. A big house is not going to make you happy. Own your own happiness and be responsible for doing those things that bring joy into your own heart, independently of life and people and money and all of that stuff. Right. It doesn't necessarily give you a happiness. You have to take responsibility of that peace and that joy that lives inside of your heart and not inside of your stuff.
That all of us in life have things we want. We don't get what we want. We get what we have to have.
I thought, what kind of purpose do I have to live? I mean, are you just here to live to die? I mean, is there not a purpose for me? Is there not a purpose in life?
In ourselves and other people. But when you're no longer willing to tolerate something, that's when your life changes.
If you're not honest with where you are right now, your starting point, the math is worthless.
One day you gotta wake up and say that, and it's the hardest thing in the world because, you know, you don't just do that, you know what I'm saying? You sometimes have to walk away from situations.
What changes people is when your should becomes a must. When suddenly the thing you said should happen has to happen. That's when human beings change.
There's faith in this idea that if you put your energy into something, it will give you a return.
Is life about how much you've done with technology, how much you've achieved, how much money you made in your life? Or is life about how many times you laughed compared to smiled?
Everyone in the world has a list of things they think they should do.
Every single human being has value, and my value is not determined on how I look or what job I have or where I'm from, where I was born, how much money. All that stuff is nothing.
The choice that we have, though, is either to give up or keep on going.
There is a positive and a negative in anything that happens to you. And if you think about it after you're done being negative, I guarantee you'll laugh.
In yourself, you're going to believe everybody else's judgment on you. Are you going to believe people when they say that you're a failure? No one really likes you. No one really cares about you.
The difference in people is their standards, period.